Hello everyone, back again with another tier list today. Today I'm going to be ranking trees actually. Don't really know why, I'm not an expert on trees or anything, but we're going to do it anyway. So, first up, we have apple tree. You know, a classic tree, it's well known. Bit small, does give you apples, which is a positive. I like apples, useful as well, you know. Some trees aren't that useful. Apple tree is useful. In terms of looks, it's certainly lacking height, but overall, I'd say an A tier tree. You know, useful for sure. Then we have a white pine. Kind of just looks like a standard pine tree. You know, stays green all year, presumably. The typical sort of just has the needles for leaves. I don't think they're the best to look at, to be honest. They're more of a like utility tree. You see them like planted on hillsides and stuff. Yeah, I don't think the best, to be honest. I'd say probably a D. Then we have the palm tree, coconut palm they've called it. A classic tree that's associated with, you know, tropics and hot weather and stuff. In terms of the tree itself, I don't think it's the best looking. You know, it's kind of like only has leaves at the top, like don't have much going on the trunk. It's just like a big straight up trunk. But the leaves are quite interesting themselves, like the what do you call like palm fans or something, fronds, something like that. Not sure exactly, but yeah, the leaves are pretty interesting. But you know, lack of branches, I guess. So a coconut palm or coconut tree, palm tree, whatever you want to call it. I'll say D again, you know, not the biggest fan. Then we have a dogwood tree. I mean, I'd probably call this a blossom tree, I guess, but I assume this is probably the proper name or something. You know, has like all the white stuff that blows off and gets everywhere. They do look very nice when they're on the tree, but like I said, it blows off and gets everywhere and gets a bit annoying, you know. But when it's on the tree, very good looking. I think, what do I say? I'd say a B. Then we have an elm tree, you know, just sort of like a more classic tree, you know, like normal leaves, just trunk, branches. It's a tree in it, it's an elm tree. Elm tree, standard, in the middle, C. Then we have giant sequoia. These are the ones that grow absolutely massive, I think. You see they look big in the picture, but you know it's hard to tell from the picture. But I do think they get very big. You know, very tall. Get like extremely bad. Are they like the ones that are so big that they have tunnels through? Or that might be redwoods actually. I'm not sure. Could be the same thing. But giant sequoias, very big, which is you know cool. But again, kind of like lacking width, I guess. They're more tall than wide, aren't they? I think middling again. Then a wisteria tree. I can't say I've ever really seen one of these, but from the picture, I think it looks very interesting. It looks very short and small, but like this, it's sort of like purpley pink leaves or whatever they are, blossoms. Yeah, they look really, really nice to be honest. Nice and small as well, so you could probably like have one in your garden or something very easily. It wouldn't like block all your light out. I'll say I really like the look of that. I'll put it S. Aspen tree. Um, you know, got like the silver bark, silverish looking bark on them. Uh, Kind of, you know, a pretty standard tree again, but like the silverish looking bark, I think is, you know, a bit more interesting. I'll say, I'll put it B. There we have banyan tree. You see these ones have got like lots of little branches, lots of branches coming off. They're the ones that grow in like swamps and stuff like that. Maybe, could be wrong on that. This doesn't look like a swamp, so I probably am wrong on that to be honest. But this tree looks to be very branchy, you know, not many leaves on it. I must say, it's not looking the best to be honest. I think an E, you know, lacking leaves from the picture at least. I mean, I don't think I've ever seen one of them trees, but yeah, not the best, I don't think. Then we have a beech tree, a more sort of standard one again. Um, yeah, and the picture it's looking quite wide, but is that because there's kind of two of them growing at the same place a bit? Um, yeah, again, looking like a kind of standard tree, I think, to be honest, a beech, probably somewhere in the middle. Then a magnolia tree. This looks like, you know, kind of like a pink blossom tree, I guess, but no, like a cherry blossom, but that's over here, so it's obviously not that. Kind of like a smaller version of that, I guess, maybe. Um, yeah, it looks a bit small again. It's quite nice looking again, you know. I don't think it's as nice as like the wisteria, but it does look nice again. I'll say an 8 here. They have birch, you know, silver birch, silver bark again. Kind of looks pretty similar to the aspen tree, to be honest, doesn't it? Same looking bark, same sort of branch structure, whatever. Yeah, I think you can't have them two in different tiers, really, to be honest, can you? Ooh, now then, we have a ginkgo or something. I certainly never heard of this tree, but it does look very interesting. It looks like it goes absolutely everywhere, obviously, looking at the picture, like the entire field's full of this tree, but, you know, it's looking very orange. I think this is going to be one of them ones that's, you know, very nice, but, like, when it falls off, you're not a fan of it. So, yeah, because of that, I think we'll put it B. I think it's similar with like the blossom trees, you know, where they look nice when they're on the tree, but annoying when it falls off. Then, like the cypress, these I really like, you know, the sort of the pine trees that kind of, not pine trees I guess, but like the evergreen trees that kind of go like straight up, really thin and tallish at least, like branches all the way up. You see these sort of, well, I've seen them at least in like sort of Italy. It's like usually like a gravel road, some picturesque hills and trees like this. And yeah, I think they look really cool, you know. They're just different, aren't they? Like the branches start right at the bottom of the tree. They're so like thin. It's just branches all the way up. Yeah, I'm a big fan. I'm gonna put a S. Then we have blue spruce. Kind of looking, you know, like a typical pine, like a Christmas tree almost. Like, you know, got the triangle shape. Yeah, I think it looks quite nice about this picture. I think it's a good picture as well, you know, it's got like a bit of white on it. Looks nice. I'll say an 8 here. It does look nice as that. Then we have oak tree, another classic tree. You know, I think it's just a pretty standard tree and it's like, yeah, it's just a standard C again. Olive tree. Don't think these look the best, to be honest. And I also dislike olives. So, mainly because I dislike olives, this tree's going to get unfairly treated, to be honest. But, olive tree, you can go with F, mate. I really dislike olives. A Bradford pear, another one I've never heard of. Looks looking interesting. Looks like white again. Looks very quite round. You know, a bit interesting. Could be another one that gets messy when all the blossoms or whatever blow off. But we'll give it benefit of the doubt. I think a B. Yew tree, another sort of more standard tree, well, more common tree. At least to where I'm from, I guess different people have different trees, don't they? Obviously, but not different people, different like places of the earth. Yeah, but yew tree, pretty standard. Just again, a C, I think. And a cherry blossom tree. This is, you know, what I know them as. I just know them as sort of like white cherry blossoms, but cherry blossom, you know, white. Not white, pink. They look extremely nice when all the blossoms still on the tree, but another one that blows off and just gets everywhere. But yeah, I think it's in the B tier. You know, these are kind of where the tiers. They look nice when they're on the tree, but then they fall off and look awful. Tier goes. Bristlecone pine. Never heard of this. Kind of looks like a sort of desert tree where it kind of looks half dead. Which, you know, I think it's a bit interesting, to be honest. You see them, it does look like a kind of bit desert background, or at least a arid one anyway, maybe not full on desert, but certainly don't look like it's getting much water. I think the fact that it looks dead is kind of interesting, you know. Yeah, I'm a fan of that. It's something different, you know. We'll put it 8 here, unique. Then we have a maple tree, another more standard sort of just tree that you know, draw, trunk, branches. Gets the job done in the C tier. Cedar tree, another decent size one, at least in this picture. Not too familiar with them either. I don't think there's many in the UK, or there could be. Obviously, like I said, I'm no expert on trees. But this picture, I think it's quite a good picture, to be honest. I'll say your B, mate. Weeping Willow. This is a tree I do like. You know, you get a nice willow tree next to a pond. It just, or the stream or whatever. It just sort of creates like a really nice, natural, like area. Like in the middle of the summer, it's too hot. Go under your like weeping willow tree in the shade. You've kind of got like a pre-made shelter. Yeah, I just really like them. They look cool as well. They look different with like all the drooping downy bits. I think another S tier tree. Last of all, we have a chestnut tree. You know, big fan of these because that's where you get conkers from. And when I was a kid, I used to love getting conkers. You know, playing conkers at school until they got banned for being too dangerous. But you know, then sneaking your conkers in anyway, having a off the grid conker fighting corner at playground or whatever. But yeah, some fun memories. Some these, I'd say 8 here. Okay, that was a tree tier list from someone who knows basically nothing about trees, but who cares? Hope you all enjoyed anyway. If you have anything you want to see, let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching, I hope you enjoyed, and goodbye.